Hello world. Can't line up yet. Today's December the 8th, 2017, and I weighed in at 140.8 pounds. Saying earlier that represents the lowest weight I've been at since November the 10th. Just about 1 month. Today I'll be squatting 250 pounds, followed by overhead press for 95, deadlift at 295 pounds. I'll close out the program with push-ups and curls. Maybe do some targeted ab work too. See if I can make it through this cold. It's 60 degrees Fahrenheit indoors. I'm sure this window doesn't help. And as you may have heard, it snowed in Houston. I was out there earlier today taking photos, walking the dog. Apologies, you can't see me right now. But, okay, set that down. I think this is the right scene. A little bit of housekeeping before we truly begin. One, I've ordered a new webcam. I intend to place it right there. It's going to allow for a wider viewing angle, which I think is important. Right now, that one cuts off here. I want to be able to capture more. Gives me a little bit more room to work with when constructing scenes. Microphone still needs balancing. I know this one sounds really tinny compared to the studio mic. I've got to play with it more. Okay. Oh yeah. Of course. Any other housekeeping? I don't know. Nothing comes to mind. I mean, I suppose there is this one cool thing. Place an order for this product supplement. They had this trial offer going around on Facebook. And you know, I'm kind of a fan of supplements. I'm not taking any right now, but I'm going to give this one a whirl. I've heard good things about it. That my existing publishing platforms be looked upon favorably by that company. It's a good product, then, you know, I'll add in an affiliate link for it. If it's no good, well then, I'll go through my free sample. Not free, you pay for shipping. My trial period product. And I won't touch it anymore. So far at home, I've got some remaining creatine monohydrate. Highly micronized. I bought this stuff in bulk. And some beta-alanine. I haven't been taking either one. Of course, you got the protein powders, but that's vanilla. Creatine's pretty vanilla, too. this thing. It's a piece of shit. Alright, what am I doing today? Called it 250. Got 205 up there right now. One real plus about the cold, I don't have to turn on a fan. In fact, it feels okay after moving a little bit. Of course, my extremities are fucking freezing. Yeah, let me show you these gloves. These are not weightlifting gloves. They're pretty neat. Because when I put them on, I feel really dangerous. I feel like a spy. They're not all that useful against cold either. They look okay. Leather gloves. Maybe it's the lining. I think it's a cashmere lining. It just doesn't do a lot. It's really windy and cold. I want to be going from shelter to shelter. Keeping your hands in your pockets even with those on. Okay. Set up a proper scene here. Got it. Okay, we'll do it tighter. Okay. I don't think that this is entirely useful because you're not going to be able to see shit here. Alright, well, it's better than the alternative, right? And after that new camera comes in, be able to cover more of this area. Okay. 250, set 1. Oh shit. I found something new and unusual just then. Hey Siri. Timer 2 minutes. I wish I could. See your message. I want to avoid repositioning the cameras as much as possible. Reason being, I've been setting up the scenes and adding these crops so as not to waste space on the stream. There's still a lot of wasted space down there, but ultimately I'm going to fill up the static portions with useful information, like today's program, or I would in a heart rate overlay. I can't do it with this, obviously. So it's all work in progress. but I've been iterating on this stream a lot faster than I ever did with the gaming, which I think is good. It's good because I'm breaking things, moving up against them quickly. The tilt on this camera bugs me. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I think I get it from my father. When he was young and before the dad bod, he was in pretty good shape. I don't know all that much about the genetics, but grateful for what I do have. Okay, set to 250. I was complaining about something earlier when I was like, I'm pulling, keep the bar tight, and I felt a pain here. I've never felt that before. But let's see if it went away. Come back to bite me. Because kind of fucking with my concentration. Hey Siri, timer 2 minutes. It definitely came back. A little duller this time. But it makes me curious. Again, I've never felt that before. Really wonder why. Maybe a strong lack of sleep. It's probably not helping. Don't mind me. Just checking here. They're not as hard as I thought they'd be. Given these conditions. Heart rate is slower than I would expect normally. Of course, I've had an opportunity to rest a little bit at this point. Eventually, I'll also go and get some water. Parched. Time should be up soon. Feel it. This thing is misreporting my heart rate. It says 76 beats per minute right now. Now it says 149. I really want to ditch this. Talking about it too long. Okay. Just bringing up the monitor again. Set 3. Feel my knees going in. Hey Siri. Timer 2 minutes. Well, I want to go check one thing on you. I want to thank you for participating in chat. If your feedback is honest, and I'll take a look at the record too. I'm sure it's not pretty right now. But I'm curious about one thing. Dude, what is this shit? You just register your account yesterday? You got nothing there. See your form. Maybe I can take some notes from it. I noticed that on Twitch there's this epidemic of people who have nothing to show, but they have everything to say. It's pretty funny to me. I mean, if you're gonna come and just, say like, hey, you suck, give yourself a picture of Arnold or something as your profile photo. Not this. Not this blue Space Invader shit. What is that? Space Invaders skip leg day. I wouldn't trust them. Okay. Set 4. Another shitty form set. Let's go. I think I know what he's talking about, or she. Okay, that was really bad, but I think I know what you're getting at. Hey Siri, timer 2 minutes. It's I've observed watching other folks when I visited a gym. I don't really go to gyms. I observed that they, coming back up, they didn't like snap back faster or something. I don't know. I feel really slow on the way back up. There's something about your hips rising up first, right? I do appreciate your concern about my back. No lie. I know there's room for improvement here. I'm now getting out of beginner game range, and form's gonna start getting fucked up, and I'm gonna fail to hit my sets. I'm gonna fail to hit my 5 sets of 5. Here's a plan. I'm gonna fail a few times. Deload. And then on the way back up, focus more on speed, more explosive power, all of that. And fail some more, deload. Fail some more. Then I've got the squat shoes. I'll ultimately incorporate. I want to incorporate squat shoes. I want to bring in supplementation. But the idea with the deload is they should provide ample opportunity to fine-tune form before the weight gets to a point where it will severely injure me. I know on the 5th rep of the last set, I didn't get the breathing right. That didn't help me with tightness. Okay, I'll shut up. Okay, set 5. My legs are feeling pretty beat. Okay, it went. It went. That was a really drastic fall off. I think I can do better than that. I know I can. But that's how that one went down. And I'll come back to this again after some rest, after I get myself nice thick comforter top the thin sheet and blanket I was sleeping with last night, so I can get my 8 fucking hours of rest. I'm really curious to see how much colder 60 degrees I can take it indoors. Right now my hands feel good. I mean, they're still cold, but I don't feel like they're cold until I touch myself. Okay. Water. There's a cup. Okay. Watch those toes, be careful. I will be careful with my toes. Thank you. It would suck to drop the plate on your toes. An awful thing. I realize I didn't switch scenes. I need to make it easier for myself. I've rewatched some VODs. Most of the recent ones I've rewatched. And one thing I observe, when I'm switching scenes, kind of lean in close, get a good look at the screen, and I'll be like, have my mouth slightly open. I think it makes me look kind of dumb. So, what I'm gonna do instead, here's the proposal. Set things up, this mouse, such that I'll have a few hotkeys bound. One, push to mute, push to unmute feature. That's always important. 2, got this rocker here Top button, bottom button. Those could shift between the scenes, applying the transition. And then a button for dealing with trolls. In the event I don't feel like playing with trolls, I have my anti-troll button. Thank you. I hope to make the entire thing very nice. I have some pretty big goals, but they'll come. They'll come. Until then, I'm just gonna show up. That's the plan. Gee, can I do better with this? Oh, this is pretty good. This is already pretty good. Just getting eyeballs on the scene. Okay. Overhead press. Set 1. Hey Siri. Timer, 2 minutes. I love Siri. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna do some focused ab work. I haven't really done a lot of that. Something I've never really invested a lot of time into. And you'll see. See when I do these hanging leg raises. I can't do a whole bunch of them yet. Hardly. A lot of these moves, I don't know how people do it. Windshield wipers. The most I've ever really worked them was probably back in college. My freshman year. That's been 10 years. In a decade. Has it? What year is it? It's 2017, right? In a decade. Let me see the thighs. Okay. Here. I've had some interesting requests. People are like, yeah, I want to see more of this. Who's the shorts? I don't want to scare people away. Like, I don't... maybe it's trying to attract the wrong type of attention. I don't know. I had one idea, which I shall share shortly. Get some test feedback. Hey Siri. Timer, 2 minutes. I'm not doing a good job managing my breath. But yes. The shorts thing. So I had some people comment saying, when will you do a naked workout stream? And the answer is, I won't. Because doing that, unless it was through a completely private platform, it violates the terms of service of every single streaming content platform there is, except for, you know, like adult content. So I responded, when I have enough followers to warrant shooting a sex tape, then I'll have a naked workout video. I mean, it's kind of in the same vein. Right? Give people what they want. But as far as I know, one could stream to Twitch or YouTube wearing nothing but briefs. Or if you're a woman, wearing nothing but bra and panties, as long as you weren't doing anything sexually suggestive. That's the key. No come-ons or anything of the sort. No, like, you know, no Elvis type stuff. Right? Hip gyrations, out of the picture. I think you'd get reported a lot if you tried a thing like that. I think it would be within the rules. Administrators would have a tough time trying to lock it down. Without doing as they do on Mixer, making requirements for broadcaster appropriate clothing. Okay. Set 3. Okay. Hey Siri. Timer, 2 minutes. God damn. Eventually I want to move up these rest intervals. Personally, I feel 2 minutes is pretty tight. Especially with programming like this. If every single time moving up, eventually you're going to hit something close to your actual 5 rep max. I think I'm getting there on some of these lifts. And 2 minutes is a little stingy. But going back to this discussion about appropriate clothing, given that one could stream in nothing but underwear, I thought, okay, you know, what if I need some new underwear? And if I ask people, well, kindly hide this underwear, wear this underwear, I get new underwear. They get to support my acquisition of new underwear. It's very win-win. Right, and otherwise it'd just be the same content as viewers already see. Just less the shorts. But that's just this cliche, neither here nor there. Just a crazy thought. Wild idea. Timer's up. I'm gonna stick to it. Set 4. Drat. Really tight. Hey Siri. Timer, 2.5 minutes. Siri says 2 minutes 30 seconds. Siri doesn't say 2.5 minutes. That always gets me at first. I would like it if Siri communicated back to me the language I used. Said Siri has to be cute about it. Siri will sometimes say something like, okay, I set the timer, and I can't wait. Something like that, something cutesy. You guys watch Interstellar? Matthew McConaughey's character talks to the ex-military robot. Says like, okay, turn up this setting, turn the humor down. What's your humor setting set to? Let's bring that down a hair. This time always fucks me up. Relativity, it's a trip, man. Safe area is so tight. So little space. Camera is still flickering. Okay. Timer is done. Set 5. My initial impression is I'm not gonna make all 5. But who knows? No, thinking, well, you just psyched yourself out. Maybe I did. I did. But I also have days I'll completely fuck up that 4th set, like I did on November the 27th. And then I'll knock out 5 on the 5th set. That extra 30 seconds makes this world of difference. Not today. The head scratcher, that one. That happened. It's over. Back to this large safe area. I like this because I have... Oh, that's weird. Okay. I'm in the mood for something sweet. I think I got just the thing. while we're getting to know each other. Normally I prefer salty to savory. I mean, salty to sweet. Savory, sweet. Big fan of the Flaming Hot Cheetos. I think they're an excellent snack. I mean, terrible for you. But they're very addicting. For some time, virtually the only vegetables I'd have, only vegetable was kale. I would consume it raw. I would blend it. It took ages to do this because I have a really shitty blender. I would blend it with apple juice. Made it for a pretty nice flavor. I have apple juice. Whoa! Oh, I almost lost my apple juice. God, I didn't. So far, my exploration of apple juice, I've gravitated towards this treetop. I think I've tried all the flavors. Got nothing to report about the flavors. But the thing I like about this apple juice, it's never from concentrate. Oh my lord. The best buy date on this bottle, March 23rd, 2017. If I get sick, it's because of this apple juice. Sweet, crisp, refreshing taste. Okay. Okay. Apple juice because it contains sugar. Sucrose? Fructose. That's the stuff that comes from fruit, right? Try this. Might be a little to here, but no, that's fine. Just take a step back. Okay. Let's adjust. Okay. Great. Wonderful. Oh, and there's one more thing about this scene. I'm gonna do one better. I break it? Ah, this one. This one's called Less Rack. It's got a lot going on. This one here. I should tweak it, but first let me warm up a little bit. The thing I want to look out for is position of shoulders. I want to tense up back. I want to avoid trying to lift with my neck. Try to do off. Something like that. I love to hate this exercise. Excellent question. Kelly? Ellie. You asked switch grip or double overhand or hook grip. Top on. Let's see. I shall call you Chris. It's okay. I switch microphones over to the studio mic. Let me do this actually. I want to adjust things a little bit. When the weight is low, I've been using double overhand. As the weight goes up, the point where it defeats my double overhand grip, I've been switch grip, mixed grip. I understand that hook grip is what the heavy hitters use. That one kind of scares me. For some reason, it just freaks me out a bit. How long did it take? Or at what point did you decide to switch? Quite painful. That's what the general consensus is. Quite painful. This, right? Wrapping your thumb around the bar and then yeah, I don't know why. But I'm told it's a bulletproof grip. You have to fight past this. I use this mix, but I'll try to make a note about which direction I and vary it. Oh shit. You know what? Because I was actually talking with you through my studio mic. It's me being genius. Forgot, I was trying to be all smooth broadcaster. I like the sound of that mic quite a bit better. Someone said this is the infomercial mic. I will fix this one. Fix it. As I'm using it though, I can't help but wonder. It actually made sense to pick up this headset mic. Because when I think about it, what's the real benefit of this microphone over, say, Bluetooth headset? Bluetooth headsets being a dime a dozen, very proven technology. It seems like the safest thing to go with. This one does operate on a... I feel faint. I think at this point, since I have this microphone, I'm going to use it until it dies. But Bluetooth seems like a really good idea. Seems like a natural fit. Get the little blue doucher thing just hooks over your ear. One could even listen to music. This thing doesn't have speakers. It's just this dumb microphone. See your message? Bad imbalances in your back. I've heard that it can lead to imbalances in biceps. Suppose back is also up for contention. Chris, you are right. I find it really curious. I'm a big fan of consumer technology and the tech guy in the family. And I'm kind of dumbfounded by my own decision to purchase this headset. I think I went into the search all wrong, just like ass backwards. Because right now, I think that I could be using one of the cool neck loopy earbuds that everybody's got. Speakerphone that you can't actually, like, I see it sometimes as I'm out and about. People seeming like they're talking to themselves because you don't see them wearing anything. They're just like talking, having a conversation, moving their hands around the place, and all they've got is that like hairband draped around their necks. I bought this microphone because it said it was good for a number of things. And it seems okay. Doesn't blow me away though. And then as I was looking for chest strap heart rate monitors, I noticed that some of the higher end models can communicate across both Bluetooth as well as ANT Plus protocols. Bluetooth. Okay. Get an ANT Plus USB receiver, costs you something like $20. Bluetooth receivers can be had for nothing. Dirt cheap. Once you have Bluetooth, you've got access to a whole wealth of consumer electronics. A lot of audio type stuff. That felt kind of silly. Okay. I've got 205 pounds. I'll lift it a couple of times. I said a couple, I did 3. Overachiever. Still feel kind of faint. Like that. Dear viewer, please do not think I'm complaining. What I'm actually doing is making excuses for potential failure. But really, Is this right? It's beautiful. It's right. But yeah, truth be told, I'm not coming into this at quite 100%. I've had a bit of a rough time getting to sleep this past couple of nights. Getting to sleep, and staying asleep. Combination of factors. Sleep. Big. Chris, don't take it from me, this thing about the biceps. A viewer observed, I stated I was using this mixed grip, and then this viewer stuck around and observed that I was doing curls and said, well, because you're doing the curls, then you don't really need to worry about the imbalance. I thought, okay, it might just be bro science. I'm more inclined to go with a... Chris tells me that in the past, while using this mixed grip, Chris ends up with imbalances in the back. Hella curls. Pull-ups. Pull-ups too, maybe that's part. I said all that's known to me is that the heavy hitters tend to run the hook grip. The hook grip kind of freaks me out right now. Eventually, I may end up in the same position as you. Say, well, gotta run the hook grip. Time to suck it up. Your back. Let's see how I do. Set 1, 295 to my left. Hey Siri. Timer, 2 minutes. Satisfying some personal curiosity here. Curiosity satisfied. Timer went off. Just taking a bit. Okay. First set was done to my left. Set 2. Right. Okay. Alright, you bastard. Whoa. Alright, that last one didn't count. Began losing the grip. Hey Siri. Heavy breathing. Hey Siri. Timer, 2 minutes. Gonna go with a negative on that one. But I'm not gonna give myself an extra 30 seconds. I would like to observe. I started off feeling pretty cold. I was worried. Now I feel great. I feel excellent. Nip check. Seeing how hard they are. It's still 60 degrees. I don't feel cold at all. Exercise is amazing. It makes you feel invincible. So you hurt yourself. Stay. Uh-oh. I thought I played some music. There's the garage. I was looking at your Instagram. Didn't know if we were still around at first, so I didn't say anything. Oh, no wonder. No wonder you start off freezing. It's cold where you live. I think you'd really like the weather here today. All the snow is melted. The sky is now blue. Shade of Oh, garage gyms are popular. Warehouse gyms are very popular over here. As I live by myself, I decided this would be my. It's not the biggest, but it's okay. Understood. Thank you for hanging out as you multitask. Funny, I said I wouldn't buy myself 30 seconds, but I just did it. Anyways, okay. To the left, my left this time. No losing grip this time. Okay. Okay. Just being careful. Being careful here. I think I'm getting myself psyched out at this point. Short rest, short rest. Maybe I gotta get all serious and use chalk. I'm freaking out. Alright, I'm gonna fall back on my default excuse. Hey Siri. Timer 2.5 minutes. Just I want a couple of nice sets. I don't want half-assed ones right now. Oh, I've gotta do better. But the excuse of, but I haven't slept well. But it's cold. So convenient. Some drop sets. Hey, what's domino? I don't know, on these compound lifts, I've just been sticking with the 5x5. No drop sets yet. Perhaps I would like to potentially incorporate those at some later point in this programming. I said, although the weight's starting to add up, I'm still chasing beginner gains. It's an off day. And user with the word bot handle. 1 moment, please. Disregard. Sorry. I'm sorry. I think I'm gonna set a new policy. It's just one, I'm naturally quite a curious person. So, doesn't matter if you say something very positive or something very negative, I more than likely will click through and take a look at a user profile. Because that's a very small investment. Oh yeah, time. I'm just holding on to this apple juice like it's the only thing I'm doing here. Okay. So, set 4. I'm feeling okay. I'm gonna bang out at least 4. Alright? Alright, I got my 4. Thinking about 5. Oh, I fucked up. I thought about it. Hey Siri. Timer 3 minutes. Just bought myself another 30 seconds. Time is cheap inside of the home gym. Outside, very expensive. That's a valuable thing. Chris, your profile is excellent. Because you link to other presences, and it's like it's clear that you've cultivated something. Oh. Domino, I'm happy. I'm happy with 4. I want 5 sets of 5. Every single day. Until I have to buy new plates. Until I reach my natural, like my genetic limit. Or whatever the hell that is. I don't know. Until I'm at elite status for my weight class. I was talking with my sister. Because I streamed her working out my equipment on Monday. Monday? Yeah, on Monday. Not Monday, on Saturday, the day she got in. I didn't lift. I just kind of stayed in the background and I did this occasionally. Off camera. Or just like so that all you could see was my butt going in and out of frame. and some, like, we got hosted by this program. I don't think it's worth it, but you know. Anyways, we got hosted. A whole bunch of people came in. Most of them were just lurking because it's just the nature of that type of program. You know, it's like those lurk programs. They incentivize people just to sit and lurk because it helps with the directories. But then some people had the nerve to make some comments like, you know, along the lines of, "I don't find you physically attractive because you don't look like a woman I'd want to bang." And so I timed them out. I just, oh no, you didn't say that. Like, dude, no. Like, that's my sister. You can't do that. You know. And she's like, "Yeah, what's going on?" I talked with her the other night while we were walking outside after dinner. I was asking, like, you know, if what do you find to be an ideal body shape? Or what type of athlete embodies your ideal of how a female should look? Her response? Gymnast. Yeah, I'm really curious about gymnastics. Which is funny, because I am too. I think it's called. There's a word. It's eluding me now. Plyometrics? Whatever the hell it is. Body weight exercise. That's really neat. And wow, gymnasts, they don't have a lot of excess mass. They're very, very functional machines. Like if you had a sprinter, but it was a whole body sprinter. Although sprinters are usually pretty beefy up top too. They're not like marathon runners. Oh, hey, time's up, but dude, I can't fucking Discord. I can be a little more crass than the next guy. But, alright. There's some very aesthetically pleasing people out there. Props to them. Okay. Don't think about it. I can't help but think about it because these calluses are excuses. Alright. Next action list. Take a knife to the calluses to get rid of them. File them down a bit because they're not helping. Not on camera. That'd be gross. Don't lose any sleep over this. Just another day. One more day. You know what? At least I got 4. I think I got 4 solid ones. A little bit of redemption from that set early on where I knocked out 3. I'm gonna do a little bit of back of the napkin math. From the last time I did deadlifts, December the 1st, I shed about 1% of my body weight. While going up, what is that? 2.85% on the weight I'm lifting. Is that right? I can't believe I have to actually do this. Bad. Something like that. Anyways, a little over 3%. I'm just not sharp right now. A little over 3% going up on the deadlift. So, all things considered, It's a reasonable failure. Like I said, back of the napkin math. Well, I could have taken that opportunity calculator, get those numbers nice and crisp. Definitely over 3%. Golly. Golly, Alex. Letting down the engineers. Oh. Just your comment. I think you thought about it. I said don't think about it. Definitely thought about it. I think another thing I'm doing here is trying too hard to protect my shins. Get some of those socks. I don't have to worry about banging them up. That's just what happens. This knocking up your shins a bit. Deadlift socks. I guess that's what they're called. Yes, those products. I own precious little in the way of lifting swag. I haven't earned the lifting swag. And that's it. All I've got is that, I mean, admittedly, it's a nice pair of squat shoes, but I don't know what I'm doing with them. All I do is put them on my feet and stomp around. I don't know if I can wear them doing other lifts too. Like, is it advantageous to wear a pair of squat shoes while deadlifting? I think the answer is... What about doing a bench press? Or the overhead press? A lot of unresolved questions that I have. Beginner questions. Noted. Chris has deadlift shoes. Alex has squat shoes. Cramping. Appreciate your chiming in, Genta Blade. I know that the deadlift squat shoes are quite different. And then you've got people that swear by Converse All-Stars, Chuck Taylors for everything. Oh. They're keeping in line with the KISS principle. Ab work. I need ab work. Cardio too. All the thing. After this, I will show off my cardio equipment. Blast from the past coming right up. Magenta, Kelly, not Kelly, sorry, Chris. This is also my understanding with the squat shoes. But then there's the whole thing about angles and biomechanics and it's supposed to help quite a bit. Yeah, I think it's easier to hit depth. And yeah, ankle stability. At some point I'm going to put those things on. Barely worn them. Just buying them. Okay. wide. Quick look at the time. Sleepy, hungry, happy. We're nearing the close of our program. Whoa, I take that back. There's still a way to go. However, before going any further, I want to take a moment to acknowledge someone who may not be here today, Ornelia. This is not your real name. Thank you for brightening up my morning and inspiring me to make a Bitmoji character. It was fun. Hey Siri. Timer, 2 minutes. Oh boy. Thing does not feel right today. Timer is done. Now we move on. Probably. The food thing is a regular occurrence. I have a fairly... Hey Siri. Timer, 2 minutes. I have a fairly weighty meal in the evenings. And I've been trying to sleep earlier. Sleep thing oh, a little troublesome. It's funny. I spoke with a friend not too long ago. He was talking about insomnia. I did all the usual things. Wrote a bit. Something else. I think a major part of it is really this awful temperature experiment I've been running. I don't think it's because it's too cold. It's because I don't have thick enough of a blanket. I'm gonna pull the comforter. But like all things, there's a correct order to things, right? I've got all these clothes on my bed still. Just clear them off. I can throw that on the comforter. But there are a million other things I want to do. Unlimited wants. Limited resources. And then their needs. Hey Siri. Timer, 2 minutes. Off, drop the pounds. When's it gonna end? This cold front hit Houston earlier on in the week. And when it hit, I messaged this friend I've known for some time. I've been friendly before. Messaged, said, the weather like this, it makes me want to cuddle. She responded, cuffing season. What? I haven't heard that before. I said, oh yeah, I saw the Snapchat story. I looked. I never really used that platform. And there were some funny videos. Pretty entertaining stuff. Today I looked, searched something about people tending to enter relationships in cooler weather because of a need for survival. And lonely people taking really hot and long showers. Preferring baths to showers. It's all kind of funny. On the same vein. I don't know how many I did. I don't know what set I'm on. It's bad. But I looked at the notebook, and according to my scrawled out notes, should be finished. This portion. These weights. So away go the weights. I don't need these anymore. Now, come to think of it, probably is a bit of truth to this whole cuffing season thing. Look at long-term relationships that I've been party to, and I think they tend to start as the weather gets cooler. Maybe that's why summers tend to be for flings. Get it? Is that it? Maybe so. Maybe that's it. I feel embarrassed to bring these out, but I'm gonna do it. Pre-commitment key. By going through the extra time of setting these up, I'm pre-committing, getting my time's worth out of them. Gotta watch that. Hey Siri. Timer. 3 minutes. Timer, 3 minutes. Okay. For some reason, all I heard was my saying, "Hey Siri." Byakuya, I don't understand what is with this new handle. I never got the story. You should do this too, though. You should have seen how frequently I let this thing just sit completely untouched. This entire room. Step through it for months on end. Sometimes I disappoint myself. How come this is all news to me? What the fuck? You should promote your shit instead of... I don't know. At least share it with me. I'll search for you. How about that? In fact, some ideas. I got an idea. Let me run it by you later. I was talking earlier about cuffing season. About the thing that I read saying that people tend to pair up during colder months. Weather starts getting colder. Why is that relevant again? You said something. Not the weight room. Oh. Yeah, so this like disturbing trend I noticed about myself is that I would while not in a relationship, while not seeing anybody, I would invest time into my personal fitness with the weights. But then I'd get sidetracked. And I don't like that. I think it's a really bad habit. I know it's bad. Hey Siri, timer 3 minutes. Yakua. Excuse me. K4501. K45 not 1. Ot 1. Motivation is a very interesting thing. Both my siblings took a bit more of this like personal psychology stuff than I did. Need commitment somehow. Your motivation is like somehow tied to willpower. It's something that's going to keep you committed. It could be as simple as buying some equipment, buying a nice pair of shoes, running shoes or something, and say, okay, I'm going to wear those suckers until the soles are busted out. But you have to announce that beforehand, right? Or I don't know. I guess it's like a goal. Death do us part. That's helpful too. Having partners to help you through the workouts is definitely helpful. I'll show you my professional outfit. Not outfit, but pew pew. I was talking about this earlier. Saying I really feel like a spy. I put on like I got one of those the coats for driving. Not a pea coat. I used to actually give a shit about clothing. Like trying to look like a yuppie. I bought a whole bunch of shit. Closet's so full. I don't wear any of it now. Like if there's an important function, clean up and put on a suit. My shit fits, so I don't wear a belt. Had people give me shit about that. I don't know, people are weird. That airsoft. Show you later. Promise. I like show and tell. Dude. K45-1. Should know better. I own one BB gun. I've showed it off before. I have no problem pulling it again. It's an American classic. The Red Ryder. This is the 2000 Millennium Edition. I stuck to my pre-commitment. K45-1. I don't know if you were here. I was gonna go and just hang on the bar, but my calluses have been giving me grief today. I'm just overthinking every little thing. So instead I pulled out the, what do they call those, ab straps? I said, okay. Talking about like dressing like a dandy, fashionista. It's expensive, man. A dancer friend of mine, she's obsessed with name brands. I find it kind of humorous. It's laughable. I know it, but never really. The one like nice, really nice thing I own, I guess, kind of nice, is a pair of Allen Edmonds shoes. How could you tell if this is an airsoft gun or not? I mean, there's some very convincing looking airsoft guns. Some really good replicas out there. Like I had a friend, he had a really nice one. It was I mean, this is usually a dead giveaway though. Like I was just doing this. I was kind of, I can't even do it. Just fucking around. It's there you go. Weird. I told her, I said, my people, are the ones that just wear black V-necks and like blue jeans. just good fitting pants and a decent fitting top garment. Keep it simple. There's one article of clothing I would like to own. I would like to own several of them. There was this company that made a shirt that's like the blackest black. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's just they're just I don't know. There's that video, that guy doing the Ocelot thing. Like real deals. They're so weighted money. Care. I just brought it out because I thought it, you know, it's I like it. The gloves. That's it. Starting to lose my body temperature. It's steadily going down. I want to shoot more. Anyhow, enough. Next session, Monday. Already Friday? It's already Friday. Guess I should be grateful.